In this episode, you're actually going to follow me through a season or a couple weeks of the season. Here.
Thank God for another day, another chance to chase our prey. Tune up the bow, fall is finally here. Load up the truck, bows and the gear. Camo and boots, we hit the stand. The wind is right just as we planned. At the break of dawn, looking around, whitetail inside our hearts start to pound. Day game adventures, having a while. Brothers in spirit, rugged and wild. From sunrise to the evening's glow, it's the hunting life, it's wonderful. It's the hunting life, it's what we know.
Well, hey, welcome to Take Aim Adventures. As we're out, still trying to get more deer down in different areas. In this episode, we're gonna go back a year, just really to show what we're looking for. Some of these videos is really just to show what we're all about on these properties that we're trying to manage and how we're trying to grow the deer in our area. Super difficult, especially not high fence area. Like if you're onto it, but your neighbors aren't, it can be real frustrating, and it's a problem trying to get everyone in it. But as you can tell from what you'll see in this episode, it's definitely worth doing, especially.
In this episode, you're actually going to follow me through a season or a couple weeks of the season in October with my bow. But I think what makes this hunt really significant and why we're going to show you kind of an extended version of every hunt that I have and some snippets of what was going on. Well, 15 years ago, one of my neighbors on our farm gave me a call and said, "Hey, you ever heard of this thing called QDM?" And at the time, I was like, "What do you mean? No one's going to pass up a buck. If it was brown, it was down, right? We all know that. We all kind of think that way in Michigan." And he was trying to put together a coalition of local owners of property and farms who would be willing to pass up bucks and try to get them to mature and get to another age. Well, it took us, I got to be honest, it took us 2 or 3 years to finally say, okay, we're in. We get it. We're seeing it. We've seen the quality of animals increase so well in the last 10 years that it's shocking. And here we sit in central Michigan shooting phenomenal bucks. So that's part of what we want you to see. We want you to see what's happening when you actually pass a buck up. The opportunities are going to come to another hunter someday in the future, or even to yourself. We're not trying to put this video together to say, hey, look at how many deer we see. No, it's look at what a neighbor did for us by including us and pushing us into the QDM program, really talking us into it. And we're so thankful to him, and we're thankful for that group that put this together. Otherwise, seeing what you see here in Michigan would have never happened. So enjoy the hunt. All right, here we go. You may recognize this spot. It is by far my most favorite spot to sit on the farm. Tonight we're hunting with Jessica and Eric, Oliver and Rowan. So there's their arrow. You saw yesterday. It's a pretty good night, even though it was so windy. They moved late. There was that nice 8-point with the real white antlers, but he just didn't come in. The stand here, we got a west wind all night long. Later on, it's supposed to turn and be out of the northwest, which won't be as good for the stand, because what I actually need here is I need the deer. They'll come in and feed here in front of me to my west. And then they'll wrap to my south and go back to my east to a bean field and cornfields and stuff. Another quarter mile or so behind me. But as long as we keep this wind going back into the swamp behind me, I should be good. So
Welcome to hunt number 2. We'll see what happens tonight.
WinSense Active Vapor ups your hunting game. Proven effective up to 300 yards away. Scent released during your entire hunt. Over 30-plus cover and attractant scents available from some of the top brands in the scent industry. Up your scent game with our long-lasting scent tanks and highly potent scent pads. Active Vapor for deadly success.
He was standing right over this wind scent when I shot him.
Does wind scent work? I'm here to tell you it does.
This segment is brought to you by Ultra Arrows, Slick Trick Broadheads, Dual Game Calls, Tree Thrasher, and Wind Scent.
Here. He's down. He's down. He didn't make it out of the field. Oh, what a night. What an unbelievable night. I can see him out there. Shaking like a leaf. I cannot believe it happened. I cannot believe it happened. It's awfully nice. When you shoot one and you see them fall in the field you're next to. So here he is. I actually just assumed he had eye guards just because of how big he is on top. But nice deer. I'm happy. I'm proud. And thank you, Lord, and thanks for joining me out here. It's just such a thrill to be outside. And to get an opportunity to hunt something with a bow and arrow, you just can't beat it. To watch this guy come feeding across the field and end up with me, I'm just shocked because I figured the night was over. So thanks for joining me. Have a good night.
Welcome back. Got a nice buck out of the way earlier this season. A couple of weeks of really just kind of chasing the deer around, but now the rut's on. And now it's time to start get your calls out, get your rattling antlers out. And excited as could be whenever you get that opportunity to see a buck 200-300 yards away and you hit a grunt call and he turns and starts coming through the swamp.
Oh, that's such a fun feeling.
It's a payoff. It's just, you know, you're gonna fall out of the tree before he even gets there. So enjoy this.
Hey, good afternoon. It's the 15th of October. Been busy in bad weather all week long. So I've been in the stand since last Sunday when I shot that 6. Wind's perfect to be back in the same blind. So it's been left alone for a week. We'll see if that big 9 comes back that we had here at 33 yards. Just didn't pull the trigger on him. It's one of those things that you later on kick yourself, but that's all right. There's a bigger buck out here. So I want to get one of the bigger bucks, and that's probably one of the 2 that I would shoot today. Hopefully there's a surprise, and there'll be somebody different come wandering through. Hopefully the night continues like this. I just crawled up into the redneck, closed the door, sat down, and 2 bucks came running in. One standing right there, and the other one went to my left. I'm gonna try to show you the buck of the one, but I don't know how big it is or not. Man. It's cold. We have a picture a couple days ago on our trail camera up here on the side trail of a really nice buck. Last time I was in here, I turned down what I would consider a phenomenal 8-point, especially with a bow and arrow. But hey, it's 4 o'clock on the 20th of October. Tilled field has just been planted with winter. It's interesting that a couple minutes before 4, like clockwork, they're suddenly up and moving. If you remember, it's been really quite cold for October, and we've just heated up, and it's supposed to be, well, right now it's 63 degrees out, so I don't have most of my normal stuff on. We got a wind coming out of the southwest, and this has to hold for me. We've seen a couple different forecasts.
Stabilize your firearm or crossbow from wherever you hunt, however you hunt. From ground blinds to ladder stands to side-by-sides to ultralight tripods, we have what you need to make long-range accuracy easy. Leading the industry in innovation, we offer some of the most modular and adaptable shooting rests on the market. Ditch the shake and steady your shot with Final Rest.
Good shoot, buddy. I mean, vibes, man.
This segment is brought to you by Badlands Gear, Huntwise, Vortex Optics, Revealed by Tacticam, and Matthews.
It's 70 degrees out. Just finished going for a bike ride, and it's the end of October with shorts and a short shirt on. It was hot. We got the wind that we want. The rut has been moving on the last like 2 days. Almost all of our trail cameras disappeared with shots on the food plots, so it's like the deer have been avoiding the food plots, or they're just not. It just was too hot for them to get there. It's supposed to cool off a little bit more tonight. We'll see what happens. So, hunting with Robert and Kristen and the kids. It's too hot to wear this, but I have to. It's a super, super exposed spot. So any movement, when those deer come out, you're gonna be done for the night.
9.
Look at that hole.
Nice, Rob. Can you imagine? Look at the shot. That's the entry. And how far we had to go.
So I guess it was just high.
Look at that hole. I knew I hit him well. We ended up tracking him 300 yards.
At least.
I mean, it's been unbelievable. And there's been spray everywhere. How he made it that far. I mean, look at all the spray just on his antlers. Up on the tall swamp grass. A little bit of promise he went through a real low grassy field. Super difficult to track through there, but still, we stayed on it. And here he is. I thought he was a 10 because I saw this side. He ends up being a 9. He's did this little screwy thing. But what a good night. What a fun year. Thanks for joining me.
It's the perfect combination of comfort, durability, and ease of use. Made in the USA of the highest grade materials to last a lifetime. 5-sided design with a spacious carpeted interior and almost panoramic view. Windows large enough for both rifle and bow hunting. Modular design for easy setup and teardown where equipment can't go. Towers and an array of blind accessories available. Choose the outfitter grade hunting blinds from Slayer Blinds.
This segment is brought to you by Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Final Rest Shooting Systems, Slayer Hunting Blinds, HHA Sports, and Hornady.
Well, we finished up with Rob, got 2 great bucks down. Now we're gonna go out with David, and he's chasing a nice buck, and let's see what happens with that.
Hey everyone, back in one of my favorite spots. I have a little food plot in front of me, and a little like creek as well on the back side of the food plot in the woods. So, been seeing a couple really nice bucks here over the last month or two on the trail cameras, on our Tacticam reveals. And the problem is it's just been kind of a hit or miss whether or not they're showing up during the daylight or not. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully I see more of you soon. Guys, I shot a great 9-point. Oh man. I hit him a little bit back when he was quartering away, so I think I'm gonna be okay. But what a night. I saw him for quite a while coming in from my west, and he just slowly worked his way in with a bunch of does. And I just took my time waiting for that good shot, and I know I'm a little bit far back from where I would normally want it to be, but I think with the quartering away, I'm going to be okay. I'm just gonna hang out for a while and because I seen him back a little bit. I'm gonna wait till dark, give him some time, get some people in here, and we'll walk in there and see if we can find him. And hopefully we have some good news later. So thanks for joining me today.
All right, another buck down. Thank you for joining us at Take Aim Adventures, and don't forget, take aim with your life for the glory of God. Thanks for joining us. All right, one of the nice things about the hunt is as soon as it's finished, Chef Tim, who was in camp this week, and there's the heart. So it's 9:40 at night, and that's going to be just before bedtime snack.
It's the heart and life, it's what we